in the Circuit Court of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and for Seminole County, Florida, State of Florida versus George Zimmerman. Verdict: we, the jury, find George Zimmerman not guilty.
Protests over a grand jury's decision not to indict a white police officer for killing an unarmed black man have entered a second day. Several thousand people have gathered in Chicago and New York chanting Black Lives Matter.
They think this a fucking joke.
They killed her baby, man.
They want him back in Ferguson. I can't get nobody back.
You can't get nobody back.
I keep hearing that orange is the new black. However, the way I see it, black is the new orange. Jumpsuits. Order for the new class of institutionalized slaves, where those that survive are placed into a new social underclass that makes an untouchable something to strive for. Brought in chains eerily similar to those that were brought across the New World in prison cells. Ordered based on the number of African Americans that fail a 4th grade reading exam, an exam taken before they are able to comprehend the meaning of this society. A society that will strip away their innocence the moment that we are seen as risks. How do fathers tell their sons not about the birds and the bees, but about the disease known as the police, and the plight known as the judicial system, and the endemic known as the media? How do mothers teach their daughters not about being prom queen or about their sweet 16s, but about a society that prejudges you based on your color and uses that to label you as inferior, but yet they aren't racist? The fear for our culture exists. So we are stopped and frisked and that up, and cops insist that racism isn't an issue. But although a bullet has no name, when the time comes, I realize it has a color. Hughes said that I too sing America. As I realize that this too is America. We are constantly scrutinized for playing the race card. Why? Because the deck is always stacked against us. Kings and queens being played by the jokers of this society that sees us as 3/5, and cops using us as an ace in a hole just to meet their arrest quota for the month. As I ask myself, how can we build the foundation when the 1% repossesses our blueprint 99% of the time, so you can call this reneging, thus causing us to start from scratch? Started from the bottom, but I'm unsure where the bottom really begins, so call a spade as I sit. And I wonder, how can we warn our young boys and girls about the truth about the N-word, and teaching them to grit through the pain of hearing someone say it so that they aren't labeled a thug or an angry black woman, no matter how many degrees they possess? Because of course the view of us through rose-tinted glasses is that of a thug. How do we warn our young men that they'll be targeted the moment the cops label the suspect as an African-American male, no matter if you're 4'7" or 6'8"? How the denotation of victim and suspect are synonymous, and how the media really truly feels about us, and how do we warn them about the true meaning of privilege, while trying not to dissipate every drop of innocence from their pores like sweat after a workout as they consume the realism that is America? Do we let them play cops and robbers, knowing that growing up they will most likely be viewed as the latter? Do we let them go outside at night without fear, hoping that they don't become another statistic of those that were deemed suspicious because they were wearing a hoodie on a chilly night? Do we tell them to turn down their music without fear of being attacked, because although music is a universal language, hip-hop exudes a language of fear into a race that I might add consumes the genre just as much as we do, and that standing your ground really only works one way, and if being approached by the cops telling them not to reach for their wallet because the cops would think otherwise? Do we let them go on alone, living the struggle of being America's nightmare as they seek their dreams? Men and women actually seeking their self-worth. But those images are hidden or seen beyond the veil, because obviously those images that garner viewers are those that are meant to demean our race. Or do we warn them about history and fallacies of stories that they will hear in school about the history of America? A 6,000-page book with as many pages together as falsified lies about how this country is great, but was a country that was stolen. Columbus is credited with the discovery, but there were already inhabitants, and for what seems like forever, Our history isn't in the curriculum. So as a parent, you might be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Displaced because of the disgrace of mainstream media, so men and women, we too sing America. But what exactly are we singing about?